Nightmare in Nevada. The following story happened to college student and cheerleader Hannah at the age of 21 in Nevada in 2008. It was the summer of 2008, and I, a broke 21-year-old college student and cheerleader, found myself stranded in the desolate outskirts of Nevada. My old '96 Ford Taurus, a hand-me-down from my older sister, decided to play games with the fuel gauge. I had been on a road trip, escaping the confines of textbooks and classrooms for a brief moment of freedom. The nearest gas station was a distant memory, and the sun was sinking below the horizon, casting long shadows on the lonely highway. As I coasted to a stop on the side of the road, I cursed my luck. With no cell signal, my options were limited. The only companion in my car was an old mix CD and a collection of fast food wrappers. I decided to try my luck and started walking down the road, hoping to stumble upon a Good Samaritan or a miracle in the form of a gas station. After what felt like hours, I saw headlights approaching in the distance. My heart leapt with hope. As the car pulled up, I noticed it was an old station wagon, the kind that wouldn't stand out in the '80s. The driver rolled down the window, revealing a middle-aged man with a friendly smile. "Need a lift, sweetheart?" Relieved, I hopped in, explaining my predicament. The man introduced himself as Sam and said he had a gas can back at his place just a few miles away. Grateful for the unexpected help, I chatted with Sam about life, college, and his own adventures. As we pulled up to his seemingly isolated house, I couldn't shake a strange feeling. The place was surrounded by tall trees, casting eerie shadows in the moonlight. Sam asked me to wait in the car while he fetched the gas can. Sitting alone, I noticed a flicker of movement in the darkness. My heart raced as I strained to see. Suddenly, Sam's friendly demeanor felt like a facade. I locked the car doors just in time as he returned, not with a gas can, but with a chilling grin. "I'm afraid you're not going anywhere," he said, his tone now menacing. Panic set in as I fumbled for my phone, realizing it was still useless. Without another word, I bolted from the car, sprinting into the trees. The pursuit was relentless. I zigzagged through the darkness, the only sounds my ragged breaths and the echoing footsteps behind me. It was a fight for survival, and the woods seemed to close in with each passing moment. As I sprinted through the dense foliage, a gnarled root reached up, tripping me. I hit the ground hard, pain shooting through my side. Panic set in as I struggled to get back on my feet, but it was too late. Sam loomed over me, his smile now twisted into a sinister grin. "I told you, you're not going anywhere," he sneered. Fear clenched my chest as he reached down, grabbing my arm. I fought with every ounce of strength, desperation pumping through my veins. Exhausted and defeated, I succumbed to his grip. Sam dragged me back through the darkened forest, each step heavier than the last. The trees whispered ominous secrets, bearing witness to a struggle that went unnoticed by the world. Back at his seemingly isolated house, a sinking feeling settled in the pit of my stomach. The creak of the door echoed through the silent night as Sam ushered me inside. The air was thick with an oppressive tension, and the shadows seemed to dance in malevolent celebration. Locked in a dimly lit room, my mind raced for an escape plan. Every creak and groan of the house became a reminder of my vulnerability. Sam's footsteps outside the door sent shivers down my spine. The night stretched on, a silent battle between captor and captive. As dawn painted the sky in hues of pink and gold, a glimmer of opportunity presented itself. The door, left ajar in Sam's negligence, beckoned me to make a daring move. With bated breath, I slipped out of the room, moving silently through the house. The unfamiliar layout became a maze, but determination fueled my steps. As I reached the front door, a creak behind me froze my blood. Sam stood in the hallway, a mixture of rage and surprise contorting his face. Without a second thought, I burst through the door, sprinting into the early morning light. The forest, once a prison, now offered a chance at freedom. As I vanished into the trees, Sam's enraged shouts faded into the distance. The world around me became a blur of green and brown, a fleeting backdrop to my desperate flight. The forest, my temporary captor, now shielded me from the horrors left behind. After hours of navigating the wilderness, the dense trees finally gave way to a clearing. A sense of relief washed over me as I stumbled upon a small town on the outskirts, a haven of civilization that felt like a sanctuary. The residents of the town, unaware of the harrowing night I had endured, continued with their daily lives. I found solace in the comforting hum of traffic and the distant chatter of pedestrians. As I sought help and shared my ordeal with the local authorities, the town became a symbol of resilience. The people I encountered, strangers bound by a shared space, offered me kindness and support. Yet, even in the midst of newfound security, a lingering fear clung to my every step. The town's bustling streets became a maze of uncertainty, and the shadows seemed to conceal echoes of Sam's sinister presence. I was cautious about where I went, my eyes darting nervously at every passing figure. The town, though a refuge, held an undercurrent of unease. Each unfamiliar face could be Sam's, every shadow could hide a threat. The scars of that night shaped my perception, and I moved through the town with an ever-present wariness, a survivor marked by the indelible stain of fear. I still see his face when closing my eyes, a chilling reminder of the shadows that lingering within me for the rest of my life. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell for more content. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and catch you in the next one.